Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to have a last look at a recent big bag of 50p's I got from the post office. If you were with me back on hunt, I think it was 34, so that's about 3 or 4 hunts ago now, I had a fresh bag, 250 quid. I emptied them out to see what we had, and they were all sealed bags except for 3 that were in money bags, normal bags, open ones. So I've gone through, I've done a few hunts using those. Some have been successful, some not so much. However, I did try to do a video the other day for today, for the one you're watching, and I came up completely blank from 5. So I thought, you know what? This is the last of the bags. So we've got 8 bags here. So we've got 5 sealed, 3 open. We're going to do the lot just to get rid of them and hopefully move on and get something fresh. So what we'll do is get rid of this little lot. Oh, hello. Loose coin, I'm assuming out of one of the open bags. Let's have a look. Any of them actually open? Probably been rolling around. Yeah, that one is not quite shut properly. Never mind, we'll put that to one side. Let's start off with a sealed bag, shall we? So as usual, we're going to be looking for, the 2008 Britannia and the 2017 Shield. Both of those are low mintage. There's a 2009, 10, 11, 16, 18 and 21 Shield that looks like that. Those were not intended for circulation, so if we do find any, it'll be when I do the trawl through the dregs after we've gone through the initial run. So I'll go through these now and then go off camera, check the other side for dates and see what we've got. Right, so, here we go, straight off the bat. Representation of the People's Act. That is a 2018. There you go, 2018 on the front. 1918 there, so it's obviously the centenary. 9 million of these. So they're fairly common. I don't think we've seen one for a little while. It's always nice to get one of these. I don't know why. It just seems that I don't see them for a while and then suddenly a few do pop up. Let's move these out of the way. There we go. So, yeah, I was about to do my usual routine of giving you any update on the channel on coins and such that I'm waiting on or are due to be released. Let's see if it's going to spring any more surprises before I say anything else. Nope. Yeah, it's still relatively quiet, to be honest. I have had some coins come through. Let's do one of these open bags. But there's nothing really the channel would benefit from. So it's all foreign stuff, that sort of thing. Fill a few gaps that I've got. But yeah, I've had the 25th anniversary of Zog. Sorry, 15 years of Zog, the children's cartoon book character. That came out a little while back. I've been waiting on that to turn up. That was a nice little surprise, actually. The card it came on, I'll show you in a moment. Here we go. Jeremy Fisher, 2017. Yep. Whenever I see 2017, I always go, ooh, it's a Shield. It's not. It's Jeremy Fisher. The Shield is only 1.8 million. This one, yeah, there's a fair few more. It's around about 10 million. It's always nice to get those. I do like the Beatrix Potter stuff. But yeah, the Zog 50p, normally when coins turn up, they come on a bog standard blue card from Westminster Collection. Oh, hello, we've got another one. Dictionary. Very common. We get this every so often. I think we had about 3 or 4 in one hunt. There's about 17.5 million of these. 2005, one of the earlier ones. Yeah, a bit on the grotty side actually, this one. We've had some really nice looking ones of these, given their age. There you go. Dictionary. Yeah, the cards they usually turn up on are, here we go. That's the Royal Observatory anniversary one. Came out in the annual set, also came out in its own right as a non-circulating commemorative. So this is the card that they usually come out on. And the one that the Zog one turned up on got its own little card. It's a bit like the Star Wars ones that came out a couple of years ago now. They were all black with little stars and that sort of thing in the background. So, yeah, quite a pleasant surprise when I opened the envelope up and saw that one. So there's your Zog. I'd never heard of it, to be honest, until they announced the release. Because every time someone says to me Zog, the history part of my brain kicks in, and I start suddenly thinking King Zog I of Albania from the 1920s, which I've jokingly mentioned a couple of times in the past. But yeah, that's just me, way my brain works sometimes. So it'd be nice if we can actually find something that's worth above face value, because these ones so far, not so much. But this one, let's be able to retire. Oh, another one. Here we go. Victoria Cross. That's the Heroic Acts, 2006. There's just a touch over 10 million of these, if I remember rightly. Yeah, fairly common. We haven't seen one for a while, granted, but they are still quite common. Also, face value, which is a bit of a sad thing. Really looking forward to retiring one day. With these 50p's, it's not going to happen. Right, anything else? Oops, there he drops his. Nothing else there. Right. Swap those out. Come on. I'm going to drop you everywhere as well. So that's not bad. 3 bags, 4 coins. So that one was an odd one. I don't know where it came from. 2002. So that'll just go into a bundle. Worry about that later when I repack the bags to be returned. Yeah, there's I'm doing this video actually on the day of release. I'm doing it first thing, and I've just had an email come through saying there's a new silver bullion just been released, which I'm going to arrange to purchase shortly. It's, oh, hello, it's a king. It's what they call the British Lion. We've got our Britannia as a piece of bullion. Now they've released a British Lion version. There we go. There's one with the king. No date. So, any ideas? If there's no date, I'm going to say that is the Elizabeth Memorial, because the date's on the back. Yep, there you go. There's the dates at the bottom. 2022. Yeah, this one, there's... Oh, I keep forgetting. There's about 9.5 million of these. They're quite a nice coin to look at. I do like the design. It's been taken from the one of the coins from the 1950s. I think it was, I want to say it was a coronation crown. I don't think it was, but it probably was, knowing my luck. Did a world coin hunt the other day and I had some severe brain fog. Looking at coins going, nope, don't know what that is. Really needed some strong coffee that day. Yeah, apart from that, yeah, the Royal Mint are still fairly quiet when it comes to any coinage. Still supposed to be another £2 coin to come out, but that's going to be later in the year. I mentioned in a previous video there's going to be a snowman come out at some point. Well, that's a bit bashed. Eek. Still 50p. Oh, and that one. Been through a grinder or something. Yeah, still worth 50p though. But yeah, there's not a lot out there. It's getting worrying because at some point the mint are going to release a slew of coins, and it's going to be a case of which one do I go for. Knowing me, I'll have to go for the whole blooming lot. Here we go, Benjamin Bunny. As I said before, if you've caught my videos previously, this is the most common. This is the highest circulating minted commemorative 50p from the United Kingdom. 25 million of this little chap. Now, do we have the rotation error? No, shame. If we did, the Queen would be looking like that once we've turned old Ben Bunny around. So put his right ear at the top where the point is, the bottom bit flat, flip it round. Queen in this case is the right way round. Yeah, if she's facing 2 o'clock, you've got yourself a nice rotation error. There we go, Benjamin Bunny. Often get those. It's not really a hunt if you don't get one. It's one of those things that you hope that you never see one ever again, and then 3 turn up. Oh, all thumbs. Come on, thank you. Other than that, yeah, it's, like I say, coins from the mint are quiet. It's been a flurry of, oh, hello. You know, these bags are proven to be rather good, given that the last lot I tried to record were absolute tosh. Now we're getting, we've got 2 bags left, so this is bag number 6, and this is coin number 7. So, happy days. Not going to complain. Here we are. Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. Again, another common one, 2014. Turn you around the right way. Yeah, there's, how many of these? Brain, like I say, when you're trying to think and you can't think straight, I think it was about 6.5 million of these. Again, fairly common, even at 6.5 million. It doesn't sound like a lot when it comes to coinage, but for quite a few 50p's, that's a lot. So yeah, when it comes to other things coming out, the Falkland Islands, which is an area that I've got an interest in collecting. For some reason, they've suddenly started to advertise. Oh, that's Dropsy. Started to advertise a load of non-circulating commemoratives. Oh, hello. Isle of Man, TT races. Very nice. What's the date on that one? Is it on this side? Nope. There's the Isle of Man logo. The old, what's it? I keep want to call it the Triskelion. I don't think it is. But yeah, there we go. There's the mint mark at the bottom. Is that AA? Yeah, that's a nice one to get, actually. I haven't had any, what I always dub as foreigners, for quite some time. Oh, there's the date right underneath all the muck and the crap at the bottom. Can't quite work it out. 97, is it? Looks like it. Yeah. I'll put the details on screen by now anyway. But that's a nice one to get. I haven't had any of these for quite some time. Yeah, Falkland stuff. It's definitely got to the point where they're chucking out all these uncirculating commemoratives in gold and silver and limited numbers. Although it'd be nice to get them, the Falkland Islands is like one of those out of the way little islands in middle of the Indian Ocean or something like that, where there's hardly a human presence, yet they get hundreds of coins issued a year. Here we are. Coronation. So that'd be Charles on the front. Now, what would make this really exceptional is if he was wearing a crown, which somehow I don't think he is. No, there we go. Yeah, 2023 coronation. There's 5 million of those. Very common. Again, even though it's only 5 million, we do see them pop up. But yeah, the Falkland stuff, I'd love to get it, but like I say, it's a lot of money for what it is. And when you go down that rabbit hole, you suddenly realise that, oh, I haven't got this one, or I haven't got that one. And before you know it, you've spent an awful lot of money for coins that, to be honest, most people will never see or know about. So they're not even going to become collectible, or not collectible to that extent anyway. Let's see what we've got. Last bag. Eek. The Queen needs to go and wash her face. That's disgusting. Right, so let's see what we've got. Last bag. Another bashed up one. Oh, in fact, this is a bashed up one with a Paddington on the back. That Paddington at St. Paul's. Yeah, she's definitely seen better days, this one. A bit of a curve on it. Yeah, 2019. Paddington at St. Paul's. There's about 9 million of these. Again, fairly common. Nothing we've pulled today has got any real value behind it. I suspect somehow that Isle of Man is probably the one that's worth slightly above face value. Everything else should be face value. Let's see. Nope. 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 There we go. Job done. 8 bags. 10 coins. Absolutely brilliant. Now, where were these when I was trying to do hunts, the last few hunts? I've been coming up blank, and it's almost as though the weight of these has dragged all the bags to the bottom of the main bag for storage purposes. So I'm going to have to start ferreting through them a bit more often, I think, in future. So we've got ourselves representation of the People's Act. Jeremy Fisher. Dictionary again. Heroic Acts, Victoria Cross Heroic Acts. First of 2, Charles. We've got the Queen Elizabeth Memorial. Then we've got our ever ready friend Benjamin Bunny, always turning up. The Glasgow Commonwealth Games. 1997, I believe it is. Isle of Man TT 50p. It's probably worth about £1 at most, but like I say, it's worth more than all the others, face value. That one is the coronation for the king, so that's our second Charles. And the last one we pulled was a grotty looking Paddington at St. Paul's. So I will now go away and have a look through these bundles, see what we've got, see if we can pull any extras, a 2008 or a 2017, and I'll be back shortly. Hi folks, we're back. Right, gone through all these bundles, backfilled them ready for rebagging and getting shot of. Not a dicky bird. No 2008s, no 2017s, and certainly no NIFCs. So 8 bags, 10 coins. You know what? I'm actually very, very happy with that. That is quite a haul for a normal video for us. So I am really chuffed, even though we get a handful of regular faces, I'm not overly worried. Now, for me, the pick of the week has to be the Isle of Man. I do collect Isle of Man coins as well. Not sure if I've got this one in my collection yet. Now, I've got the design. Sometimes what you need to check, like I say, that I think is an AA mint mark. I think it's one of the more common ones, AA. I'm not sure. But I've probably already got this one. If I have, it'll just go into my doubles pot, ready for doing swapses or something at a later date. But that, 1997 50p from the Isle of Man, is my pick of the week. So, yeah, apart from that, then we've got a representation of the People's Act, Jeremy Fisher, Dictionary, Victoria Cross Heroic Acts, Queen Elizabeth Memorial, Benjamin Bunny, Glasgow Commonwealth Games, Coronation of the King, and Paddington at St Paul's. Hopefully you enjoyed this quick video. I'm going to go down to the post office shortly and grab another 250 quid's worth so we can do this all over again and hopefully get a little bit more, how can we put it, positive outcomes. But hopefully, yeah, if you did enjoy this, please consider a like, maybe clicking that subscribe button, leave a comment. A comment always helps. If you can't do anything else, please at least click the share button, get me out there to everybody else. The more the merrier, I always say. And until the next time, with this weather we're having, stay safe, folks, take care, and I'll see you next time. Cheers all.